MJ Rivers has another really good day today. What's his growth been like over the past 2 weeks?
He's getting better every day. Pleased with MJ so far. Seems like he's starting to settle in a little bit, starting to get a little bit more comfortable with what we're doing. And you can tell because he's a lot more poised now than what he was at the beginning.
What's his demeanor like when at the beginning of camp he didn't get too many reps and just kind of battled through those grinds, and now he's getting more?
Just comes to work every day. He's a fun-loving guy, and he has fun off the field. Like I tell all of them, it's time when you're on the field, it's time to be serious and get after it. Have fun working hard, but there's got to be a serious demeanor to us, and we'll have fun afterwards.
A.J. Bush had a couple really impressive back shoulder throws. How cool is that to see?
Very cool until the very end there, and then the very end just to me completely erases all that, and I told him that. So we got to get that fixed. We can't be careless with the ball, and that's just inexcusable.
I mean, with AJ, what do you think's maybe allowed him to come in here and maybe step into a leadership role, having not worked with the full team until 2 weeks ago?
He's did it before, He's been around workouts. He's been around other student athletes. He's been around two-a-days. He's been around practices. So it's not new to him. So he's been there, done that. He understands. He knows what it takes to lead.
I mean, he made it a point this summer to come in on his own and maybe work with you. Do you think that has helped him? I mean, how much has that helped him, I guess?
I think it's helped him a lot. He's probably the one kid that showed up every day. You know what I mean? That came in to see me in the office. I'm not afraid to say that. He showed up every day, and it just shows you how important it is to him.
What does that say about his work ethic to show up?
It tells you, right? I mean, the kid's committed. The kid knows what he wants. This is his last go around. He's putting everything he's got. He was told from the beginning, there's no guarantees now. There is no guarantees, but I'll give you every opportunity to do it. And what you do with that opportunity is up to you. He's making the most of it. He's trying to. Anyway.
You'd said that you're recruiting him as a grad transfer, and it was maybe more on just a gut instinct, just because there really wasn't a lot of film maybe on him out there. Just what he's done maybe since the summer through now, did that maybe prove that follow your gut on something like that? I mean, that works?
Well, I mean, sometimes you hit it, sometimes you don't, right? I mean, it's like the lottery. How lucky are you? But, AJ was a good player in high school. All you can go off of is the film you have, the information you have in front of you. He was a very good player in high school. Did some very good things at Nebraska while he was there. Had a coaching change. New coach came in, didn't fit him, didn't really get a fair shot. You know what I mean? Goes to junior college, wasn't really ready for junior college because he didn't really want to leave Nebraska, I don't think. And his heart wasn't in it. So I think he was up and down there. But he goes to Virginia Tech, has a new shot, didn't work out there. I think he just sees he's got an opportunity here. He knows all the things, all the hurdles that he's went through in the past, and he knows how to approach it now, I think, and I think it's helped him.
Coach, you're a couple weeks away from the season opener. How do you start divvying up reps to kind of get those guys ready for week one?
Well, we're doing it now. We're trying to give guys as many reps as we can. You can't rep all of them as much as we'd love to. We tried to do that early and tried to sort it out from there, and then we just kind of divvy up the reps as we see who's performing, who we think is going to perform. And then if a guy doesn't do as well and another guy does better, then we'll split the reps and go the other direction.
Cam continues to have another good day today. What does he do with his legs that's just different than those other
Cam's different from the rest of them because he can move, you know what I mean? Not that the other guys can't move. Cam moves at a different level than the rest of them, I think, So that's a strength of his. Cam can make every throw on the field. I've said that since I've been here. Cam's got to continue to keep making sound decisions with the football. They all do. AJ did. At the last drive, AJ had a great day to the very end, and just a bonehead played on. It just drives me crazy. But it's just, they got to be smarter than that. We got to be better with the football. And, I want those guys to be sharp. I don't want to be sharp sometimes. I expect them to be sharp all the time. That's the standard for us.
How have his mechanics changed since the spring? I know that was a big thing as soon as you got in here.
Who, Cam?
Cam, yeah.
We've tried to tighten him down a little bit with his release, throw the ball with a little bit more touch, and that's still a work in progress. But he's getting better, I think. Sometimes he makes some throws that, to me, are big-time Division I throws. And so that tells me he's got it in him. You know what I mean? We just got to keep fostering it and get it out of him all the time, and it'll come.
You talk about some of the negative plays that AJ makes. Still, still a few weeks before the first game, but how did you correct those? Because those turnovers or those bad throws can change a game.
Well, I just try to coach them hard, when they make a mistake, and they don't like that sometimes. But to me, that's what gets your point across. And then Then when they make something good, you love them up and you bring them back in, and that's what I do. That's just my philosophy. I'm gonna coach them hard, and until they understand that what they can and can't do, and then when they do something good, I'm gonna love them up like I'm their best friend, and make sure they know that's the action, that's the decision that I'm looking for, and you reinforce those decisions. And I think to me it takes over after a while.
Matt Robinson doesn't get a ton of reps. But what have you seen in those limited reps that he has, and what's his mindset been like throughout this?
I think Matt's doing a good job. He's doing really good. I think I'm trying to split the reps up between him and MJ at times. Some days I try to give Matt a couple more reps. Some days I try to give MJ some more reps. Just let those guys keep battling. I'm excited. I think we got a good group of quarterbacks. I think Karan Taylor's going to be a really good quarterback in due time. He's just got a little bit more ways to go and refinement, and that's okay. We got time. It's not like they have to be ready right now.
MJ Rivers has improved quite a bit since day one, obviously. What are you seeing from him?
I just told him earlier, I think he's starting to get more comfortable with what he's doing. He's starting to understand a little bit more. We've tried to simplify some things to allow these guys not to think as much. And so we can hopefully play a little faster. We're still not playing at the speed that I want, but we're getting better. And a lot of it comes down to, is the quarterback comfortable in what we're trying to do? If he understands it, I tell him, I don't want him thinking, I want him reacting. If you're thinking, that means you're going to be slow, right? If I'm reacting, I'll be playing a lot quicker, and our pace will in turn result be a lot better.
Taller guy, pocket passer. Do you change the offense when MJ's getting his reps, or is it the same, or the play call's the same?
Yeah, it's for the most part the same. I mean, there may be some certain things we do differently, but for the base, it's pretty much the same.
Coach, what does Ricky Smalling add to this offensive group of playmakers?
Competitive receiver, has no fear, in my opinion. He will go compete for a ball against DBs and has very good ball skills, particularly with back shoulder throws, fade balls, competitive 50-50 balls. He's very good at that, and we need that. We need him to be good.
How do you want to use him? Is he a guy that you can move around a little bit, or do you just want to keep him in one spot and let him go to work?
Yeah, we'll move him around a little bit, but right now we're dealing with one. But just so because once again, Ricky didn't get to go in the spring, so this fall at camp is really his first time. So I want to make sure he knows exactly what he's doing on the outside. That once he feels 100% comfortable, we can move him around if we need to.
What does he do differently than some of these other wide receivers?
Who, Ricky? Mm-hmm. Once again, I just think he's a strong kid. He understands how to run routes, how to set things up, and then he uses his hands very well in terms of how to attack a ball with his hands. He doesn't ever let the thing get into his body. He's got very good ball skills and hand-eye coordination, I believe.
You love to move the ball around and get a lot of guys getting different catches, but how do you, keep that wide receiver one, getting him the opportunities that he needs?
That's our job, right? I mean, we'll figure all that out. But at the same time, I'm not worried about making sure I feed this guy, feed that. We'll put them in position. It's their job to make plays.
Thanks, Coach.